Hi, Dave again from D&M Corvette, specialist out in Downers Grove. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about this car we acquired for a customer. It's a 1990 Pontiac Grand Prix NASCAR. This is really Richard Petty's car. This is not a clone. This isn't a car somebody made. This was the car that was actually raced in 1990 and 91 by Richard Petty, a real good customer of ours who has a collection of really nice, unique vehicles. Said he wanted a NASCAR, and I said, if you're going to purchase one, make sure it's from somebody who's noted and a well-known driver, because it's just what you should have in your collection. So doing some research, this car popped up, and we turned him on to it, and he purchased it. Neat story on this car is that Richard Petty's the only one who drove this car. It didn't get recycled by another team and driven for a couple more years. He's the only one to ever drive it. It got sold to another race team. A person acquired it from that race team, brought it over to Petty Enterprises, who authenticated it, wrote everything down. Richard Petty was actually in the shop that day, wrote everything down, signed everything that this is his car, and this car was raced only by him, and gave him some original parts. So it's kind of unique and neat. And it's a piece of racing history that, you know, if anybody wants to come on down, it'll be in the showroom for about another month if they want to take a peek at it. So this car is running and driving. This car will run and drive. It has the motor that was in it. It's loud, it's fun. So I wish I could take you guys for a ride today, but I can't. So they won't let me take it on the street. Believe me, I'd take it out if I could. So, but this is something that D&M Corvette does for customers. If they're looking for a certain vehicle, you give us a call, come on in, we talk about it, figure out your budget, what you're looking for, and we'll get it for you. What we have here also in our showroom is a 1996 Impala SS, the last year for the Impala, the only year for the floor shifter that came with it. This car has been in our collection since 1996. This car has 5,000 original miles, never been titled, still on MSO from the factory. This car went right from General Motors to us. This car has never been titled. It's been driven, obviously. It's got 5,000 miles, but low miles, but it's been maintained. It's been in our collection. We decided to pull it out. It's time for a new home. So if somebody's looking for a rare car, a low mile car, something that's been kept by us in our collection, you need to come down and take a peek at this. And what's neat too, being never been titled, when you buy this car, you're going to be the original owner of this car according to the paperwork. So it's kind of neat. So to have a 5,000 mile 96 Impala SS, you got to come take a look at it.
I'm Ken at D&M Corvette, and it's October 1st, and this is our GTX project for the Muscle Car Nationals coming up in Rosemont. This car was taken down to just the bare sheet metal. There was some sheet metal replacement done on it, and now in the assembly it needs to be completely assembled, and the majority of the parts are the original parts that came off the car. We are striving to do this car correctly as it left the factory, even down to the undercoat patterns in the trunk, underneath the car. The original drivetrain in this car, which is a 440 with a 4-speed, will be installed after the suspension is put on. And the wiring harnesses, everything was taken out of this car, so everything needs to be put back in.
Hi, Dave again from D&M Corvette Specialist. I'd like to show you a couple of the Corvettes we have. We've been profiling some of the muscle cars and the different cars that we have. But let's show you a couple of Corvettes. What we have here is an 02 Corvette Z06, two-owner car. And what's neat, the original owner's car went to Bowling Green to watch it get built and actually took pictures in the plan of his car getting built, which you're 100% not supposed to be able to do. I don't know how he did it, but it's kind of neat to have a nice photo album of his car getting built, watching it go through the whole assembly process, which is kind of neat. He also added a lot of little upgrades to the car to make this car a little more unique from some of the other ones out there. He spent a lot of money to give it a little bit of wow factor at the cruise nights and the car shows. Car runs really well, drives really well, and the Z06 is kind of a little bit of a cult following to him because of the performance aspect. Very underrated cars, a lot of value for the money. Good braking, good power, comfortable, you know, everything a Corvette should be. Over here we have a 1991 Corvette convertible. This is a Shinoda Mears edition cars. Shinoda Mears built cars from 86 to about 96. They sold the body kits to fit on C4 Corvettes, but they also made cars. They made 11 cars in a factory, and this is one of the 11. This is the only one painted in this color. One owner car with 2,000 original miles on it. It's also got the hardtop, which is also painted this Pennzoil yellow metallic color, which really pops outside in the sun. This car is a magazine feature car. It's been in magazines. Tons and tons of paperwork once again, and all the years we've been doing this, is the first one we've actually seen in person, not in a magazine, not in an advertisement or anywhere else. This is a real car, and another car that a collector would be proud to add to their collection and own. Here we have a 1996 Corvette convertible LT4 car. Now the LT4 was 1996 only, 6-speed only, rated at 330 horsepower, very underrated. These cars ran really good. They actually outperformed most of the C5s that came after the C4s. This car is one of 44 made with the options and the color. So, I mean, another unique car, low mile car, another car that you could just come in anytime to stop in here at 1804 Ogden, or go to our website, dmcorvette.com, and take a peek of what we have in stock at any given time. But this is just another prime example of a nice Corvette that we go out and try to have these real nice, unique, low mile cars for our customers. They all have clean Carfaxes. They're all ready to go. They don't need anything. You know, we pride ourselves in our reputation and giving customers quality Corvettes and muscle cars. Here we have a 2001 Corvette Roadster. Nice entry-level Corvette, C5, super comfortable car. Red over black and black. It's got every single option you can get in 2001. 2-owner car, 6-speed, which is actually really hard to find a 6-speed convertible in the C5 generation, or the C4 generation for that matter. They didn't make that many. They probably made less than 2,000 cars out of 28,000 cars were only 6 speeds in a convertible. What's nice about this, it's not a lot of money. You know, I'm talking low 20s. You can get a nice Corvette, you can drive it, enjoy it, super low maintenance, have a lot of fun, put the top down, and when you pull up somewhere, I guarantee you'll probably be one of the few people having a 6-speed Corvette.